There you go. You did it. You did it.
Hey.
I was waiting to hear that.
I was waiting on you.
Listen, I'll let you take it this time, Steven. Welcome back. It is coming up on 10:30. Time for Celebrity Dish. We have Fox 5 contributor Autumn Joy. So good. We had to bring her back. This is second or third time.
A double dose.
I'm
Had
back
to do it
twice.
And your mic sounds nice.
It sounds nice. And I might get a slice of Celebrity Dish.
Yes.
Wow. Nice.
Like rice.
And I need to move on.
I don't have bars. I'm not in any rap diss, trap beef fight. I'm just here. Let's jump right in before we get ourselves in trouble. The season 5 trailer for the Kardashians is here. And let's just say the Kardashian-Jenner clan not holding back.
We all want to congratulate Kourtney and Travis.
This is the best blessing in the world, but it's a high-risk pregnancy.
Mom. Hi, sweetheart.
This is really crazy. I just want Kourtney to be okay.
I had to go in for fetal surgery, which was terrifying.
I had my scan. They found a cyst and like a little tumor.
I always say I hit the jackpot in the family department.
I love you all the same.
Sisters can be vicious and brutal.
Chloe is unbearable these days.
I don't care what other people think. I'm happy.
You don't realize you sometimes have a stick up your...
Oh.
All right, Autumn.
Ooh.
What you think after that first taste?
Wow. So I kind of fell off of watching the Kardashians. I used to be like a diehard fan, but maybe I'll pick it back up. And from what we see, clearly they're now going through some like real life stuff. You know, when health issues hit, you know, no matter how you feel about the Kardashians, you don't want anybody to be sick, right? So, you know, I'll tune in to just kind of see. And then having my baby over 40, I can, you know, relate to what Kourtney was going through and how she felt with the high risk. You know, things don't snap back as quickly as they should. Stuff kind of moves and shifts, you know, in places where before it may not have. So yeah, so I completely empathize with her on that. So I'll check it out.
Complications.
Exactly, yeah.
And you got to give it to them to have been around this long.
Yeah.
They could give a whole master class.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a dynasty at this point. Yeah. Whether you like the Kardashians, the Jenner or not, they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I actually probably will watch it this time
same.
around. Yeah.
I have to give major kudos to Ryan Seacrest and his whole team for putting together this and keeping the season going for so long. This trailer is epic.
Yeah.
I mean, if it doesn't make you want to watch, I don't know what will. This definitely gives you a storyline. You can kind of see where the season will go. My concern is how much will they do to produce some of these stories? Like how far will they go to overproduce some storylines that may just need to just be flattened. I don't know.
I see what you're saying. You almost have to up the ante to keep the public's attention every season.
And that's what I'm concerned about.
Yeah.
All right. Guess we have to watch and see what happens ultimately. Well, you know what? We talked about it just yesterday. One Tree Hill star Jana Kramer. We didn't even know she was on the show. We were like, who's Jana?
And everything.
But she called out the fact that Travis Kelce is a bit of a party animal, something she doesn't think is a great quality. And Chris, she continued talking about the Chiefs tight end on her podcast, saying he's always drunk, but the NFL player may win this playoff too.
The man is in his celebration season, and cameras are on him constantly. It's okay that he has a drink in his hand from time to time. That's what his friends are saying. But Marissa, you said Jana who? Basically taking a page out of the Mariah Carey J-Lo playbook. And that's exactly what Travis Kelce is saying. Jana who? Because he's never even met her. Sources close to Travis say he has never even met Jana. He thinks she is doing all this to bring attention to her podcast, including trying to drag his name through the mud. Kramer does have a history of name dropping and dragging celebrities. For the record, she did something similar with Brody Jenner back in the day. The source close to the Chiefs tight end denies that Travis has a drinking issue and says that the guy is under a microscope and is being watched everywhere he goes. And if he has a drink, of course, we're going to see it in that case, guys.
And like I said last time, why do they keep selling microphones to these podcasters, okay? So I get it. You're doing that to try to get everybody to kind of jump on the bandwagon and come to your podcast and listen. But people have to understand that I do think that folks are a little tired of it. I think that people are starting to move in that opposite direction. I don't want to hear negativity when I'm listening to podcasts. I want to hear uplifting things, right? You know, I want to feed my spirit. And so if your platform is based off of negativity, I'm not going to tune in. This is not making me want to listen to her. It actually souring my taste if I even was going to consider doing anything with this lady. But yeah, no, I'm not buying it.
I mean, she's definitely clout chasing, and he called it out, right?
Yeah.
And we talked about this via text message, the interview that we did with Marlon Wayans last week on Good Day DC, and he essentially said the same thing about Club Shay Shay and other podcasts like it. If I have an issue with you, I'll call you up and talk about it. I don't need an audience of thousands or millions of people to hear me beef.
Yeah.
You know, one of the challenges with this is that, you know, we're seeing kind of how PR just helps bring about someone who may have gone into obscurity if they didn't say this about the highest, you know, publicized man in the history right now. I mean, everybody's talking about Travis Kelce. You always go and attack the person who's at the top. That is a PR staple. But again, we're talking about her. She's on our show. She's using the airwaves to promote her podcast, which I think people will see over the next couple of weeks. I just don't think this is the best way to do it.
Nope.
Yeah.
I don't think it's the best way to do it personally.
There's no longevity in that.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to say. Even though she's riding high now, the publicity, I don't think it's going to be lasting. Especially, you don't even know the guy. And that's the worst kind of rumor when it comes from someone you don't even know. I can remember even before I got into this industry, I heard some things that were being said. The woman didn't even know my last name. It was something that she thought she had heard, which turned out to not even be true.
Oh, we could do a whole podcast.
We didn't have podcasts then.
What did Keke Palmer say when they asked her?
I don't know
Sorry
this
to
man.
this man.
Sorry to this man. I don't know this man. That's exactly it.
Yeah, and to quote Mariah, I still don't know her.
I still don't know her.
Still don't know.
All right, guys, we'll wrap things up with Andy Cohen because the Bravo Network star was right here in D.C. last night. He was having a chat for his book. It is called The Daddy Diaries. It's the third installment in his series about being a dad. And in part of that chat, Cohen opened up about the recent storm of criticism he has faced about his handling of the Real Housewives franchise. We've talked about it here on the Celebrity Dish. There have been complaints from several famous housewives, like Ebony Williams, who accused Andy of being slow to adapt to make the franchise more diverse. He has also faced allegations of sexual harassment, bullying, and a toxic set. Cohen admitted that the comments have been hurtful, but that he does not regret the way he's gone about handling anything. He chalked it up to life experience. Now, we know he was in D.C. We did reach out and try to have him on the show. I will tell you that. Unfortunately, we just couldn't make that connection happen. But guys, a lot going on there.
Well, his loss for not coming on the show.
Yeah, and I mean, and Andy's, he's one of those people that's been in the industry since Jesus was a baby. You know, his show has been around forever. And to your point, Stephen, you know, when you're at the top, people are going to come at you, right? And I know a lot of the housewives that have complained about them were the ones that were on their way out. And so when you're on your way out, you're going to look for a way to kind of grandstand and, you know what? I'm leaving, so let me tell y'all what I really think.
You have an axe to grind.
Exactly.
I do think, though, there are moments in the reunion shows where I go, gosh, he needed a co-host or a counselor or somebody
out of the
with
situation
him.
to look at it from a bird's eye perspective.
Exactly.
He knows too much to be able to really be objective in the situation. And he's just not.
And I think that's at the heart of a lot of the infighting too. Favoritism, colorism, just a lot of isms. And sometimes I think he needs to move over to the side and let someone else handle the deeper issues.
But Andy, if you do want to come on the show, the invitation is still available.
There's always room
Please
on our
come
couches.
We'd love to talk with you.